Ladies and gentlemen, my name... Let's try that again with a microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ken and I'm your host of Wrestling is Awesome. Thank you for joining me on this epic night of WWE action as WWE has moved to Netflix and everyone in the UK and Europe is rejoicing because we're getting WWE Raw, SmackDown, NXT, all the PLEs included in our Netflix subscription. It's a game changer for us over here, and we're about 1 minute away from this epic night on WWE TV. So what can we expect from Raw tonight? It's going to be about 3.5 hours long. It's the great thing about Netflix now is they don't have a time constraint on how long they can actually put each episode out for, because there's not a time schedule for another show, live show or book scheduled show to come in after it. So every episode can vary in length, which is great for storytelling. We don't get any of those moments where things cut off or they have to wrap up things too quickly because they have to end the show. So that's absolutely great. Got some amazing matches tonight. We got this huge feud with CM Punk and Seth Rollins. That's going to be our main event for this evening, we presume. Seth and Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa, tribal combat for the Ulafala. Apparently that's going to be opening the show. We'll have to wait and see. We've got a big title match between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. And we've got Drew McIntyre versus Jey Uso. We're expecting lots of big names to turn up. John Cena is definitely confirmed to be here. He starts his farewell tour on WWE Raw Netflix. The Rock is returning. We've heard Hulk Hogan's going to be there. Goldberg. Whole list of names. So the event is about to start. Looking forward to you joining with me while we go on this epic journey. Shadow Blocks. Hello, Shadow Blocks. Good of you to join me, my man. Thank you very much. Shadowbox, where are you based? Where are you from? Let me know in the comments. Oh, here we go. Then, now, forever. What's great is now we're not watching on Discovery. We're actually getting the beginning of this before it cuts into the intro every single time they put it on. Awful platform. The Intuit Dome. I was expecting a big opening montage number. Oh, here they go with the drone footage. Apparently they're really experimenting with loads of drone footage for Raw. It's going to be in the backstage area, which we have now. We're looking at the backstage media area. Seth Rollins is here looking very dapper in a red tux with black trim. CM Punk arriving. Obviously this is all earlier. Oh, the Judgment Day. They're all here. Rhea Ripley. Liv should take the title here. Unless Rhea takes it. And then Becky shows up. I'm thinking there's got to be some kind of return. Becky's been advertised highly for Raw in the promos for Netflix. I'd imagine if anyone's going to come, it's going to be her tonight. Then I'd probably save the likes of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte for the Royal Rumble. Don't have anything, just have them appear at the Royal Rumble. Richard Edwards, let's freaking go, baby. Richard, we went to WWE events back in the day. London, Manchester, Newcastle. Oh, we got a bit of an opening segment now. Also, the cold intro that they released earlier, which I posted onto my TikTok at Wrestling is Awesome, and a Twitter account. They're putting that, and it's like a wraparound screen around the top of the ring, so everybody in the arena can see it now. Rich is very happy that WWE is back on available TV and Bob's subscription he's not having to pay extra for. It's a great package they put together. It's interesting they refer to it as face and heel as well. Talking about blurring the lines as well. Kayfabe out the window. The shoot from the work. It's a good shout, Richard. Saw Becky in the promo. She must have re-signed. Yeah, I don't know if she ever wasn't under contract, but she's been doing a lot of TV. She's actually going to be in a new Star Trek series. So I know, Richard, you'll be probably watching that. But yeah, Charlotte, she's definitely returning. Whether she'll come back for Rhea, because obviously she lost to Rhea at WrestleMania. There's definitely a rematch there. Oh, Triple H is here. Oh, they've got the black mat with all the logos on it. It's heavily marketed. Fortnite, Netflix, Snickers. What a moment for Triple H. You know, this man took the company to just new levels. We are in the cinematic era of wrestling right now. 17,000. Feels like a WrestleMania. This is crazy. Netflix is holding up at the moment. Touch wood. Are you ready? Let's bring it on. The Netflix era. Such a game changer. Yeah, Richard, good shout. So SmackDown, they changed it to a nice blue mat, which I thought was quite refreshing, quite a bit different. So we're expecting maybe a red mat or something different on here. I don't know whether they're just doing it for the premiere because there's so many eyes on this product tonight for those sponsorships and get them going, and whether they'll change to something next week. Maybe they'll change throughout the night. Who knows? But I think it's going to be quite distracting to see so many logos on the ring. It will hold strong, Richard. Your internet will hold strong. Okay, the lights are out. Is this going to be a Rock return? It is. It's the Rock. The Rock is here, baby. The final boss. He's got his People Championship belt. Hi, Natasha. Thanks for joining us. Yes, it's heel music. It is the right one. Goosebumps, baby. Goosebumps. Natasha, where you from? Let us know in the chat. Now, is this the build to WrestleMania? Is this the build for Rock versus Roman Reigns? Or is he going to come for Cody? What is going to happen? He needs to let us know his intentions. Yeah, the man is ripped at this age. Look, there's a lot of stuff said about him in terms of what he may be taking these days. I don't know. But phenomenal shape. Got a little bit of the grey stubble, salt and pepper going on. That's nice. And he actually just bought more shares in TKO this last week. He actually increased his share amount. Natasha, can't watch Netflix on your TV. Oh, no way. Well, you're here. Hopefully you can listen to what's happening. I can't show it because I'm going to get chucked out of YouTube and everywhere else, but I'm glad you're joining us, Natasha. Really appreciate you. VA, is that Vancouver? I'm based in the UK. I'm in London, so you might have to let me know a little bit more detail on that one. Prediction: Cena comes out. Oh, I think Cena's going to come out to do a promo later, and I'd probably expect maybe Logan Paul to come out and interrupt him because I think that'd be quite something. Oh, little sound glitch. Little sound glitch. Netflix, behave. Behave. See, Rock's coming out like the good guy, but last time we saw him, he was beating down on Cody, wanting to make him bleed in front of Mama Rhodes. Virginia, Natasha, nice. I do have family out in the States. My mum's American. I've got some family in San Diego and Colorado. Love it over there, and maybe find myself out in the States one day. But we must keep hydrated. Actually, I've got my coffee here because it's 12 past 1 in the morning, and we'll be going on to at least 4:30. Rich, we'll see how long you can stay with me. I've booked tomorrow off work, so I'm all good. Yeah, I lost sound for 5 seconds as well. It's okay. It's okay. Calm down. It's all good. See, the beauty of Netflix and this like no time constraint is The Rock can just take all the time he wants for his entrance. All the time he wants. Rich, Natasha, what are your predictions? Who's The Rock going after? Now, what if Rock was to come out and do a promo here? What if Roman Reigns comes out and interrupts him? Or Solo? That'd be interesting. Because I thought if Solo and Roman would have gone on at the end of the night, maybe he might have come out, whooped them both down, and picked up that Ulafala as like the High Chief. Yes, Tasha Solo. You know what? Fair play to Solo. He's carried the mantle. He's done so much since WrestleMania. I think he's really, really improved. Tahoo! Some Moana fans in the audience. Rocky Johnson. Roman, then Cody. Solo did do a hell of a rock bottom. Has he been learning from his boss? Largest arena gate in history for the WWE. 17,000 tonight. That's massive. And they're able to do that because they keep the set so small now as well. Finally. Hasn't come back to Netflix. First bullshit. To Los Angeles. Giving Netflix the props. The money these guys have paid for wrestling. Oh, we've got a green t-shirt guy in the front. Is he going to introduce Cody? The Rock giving Cody props, saying thank you to Cody. Oh, Cody's ringside. The last time they saw each other, he said he was coming after him. Tell Mama Rose the Rock said hello. Oh, he's acknowledging Roman Reigns. OTC, OTC, OTC. Oh, he's called Roman Reigns the tribal chief. The original tribal chief. If you smell. Man, he can hold a freaking arena. He just knows how to handle a crowd. Is cooking. It's a strange one tonight. So The Rock's come out, but he hasn't come out in character per se. He's come out to promote the brand, recognizing Cody, talking about Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa. He says he's going to be watching the match closely. Now, is it going to be that someone disappoints him and he comes and whoops their ass? Is it that Roman Reigns reclaims it and then he wants to fight Roman Reigns? Is it a respect thing? It's very, very strange how this may go. The Rock and Cody hugging it out now. It's just weird. This kind of tells me that maybe The Rock isn't going to be at WrestleMania, because there has been talk about him not being part of WrestleMania this year. And this would kind of lend into that. Oh, here we go. It's Solo. Say what you will about Solo, but his entrance theme's got a bop. Solo, coming out solo, no bloodline. It's just him, the Ulafala. Fair play to him. First active wrestler coming out now is Solo. So if you don't know, his intro, yes, Natasha, his entrance music is cool. When so many of them are so generic these days, it has got a nice bop, this one. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, there's been a shake up in terms of the announcement team. I'll let Michael Cole finish. Michael Cole and Pat McAfee are back for Raw. They are going to be the Raw announcers team. And they've actually had a switch with the ring announcers. So Alicia Taylor, who was on SmackDown, she's moved over to Raw. So she'll be doing the announcing for Raw. And then on SmackDown, we're going to have Joe. He's going to be moving from Raw over with Wade Barrett. And Lillian Garcia, which she was on this last SmackDown, she's going to be the permanent ring announcer for SmackDown now. So Alicia Taylor, props to you. Looks like a bit of a bump up, a step up to come onto Raw. That's kind of my opinion. I think she does a great job. And yeah, looking forward to her success. Right, here we go. It's time to acknowledge OTC. Sorry. Roman Reigns is out with the wise man. Paul Heyman is with him. Now, if you didn't see what happened on SmackDown, Paul Heyman and Solo had a bit of a back and forth, and Solo said, "If Roman beats me, I'll give him the Ulafala. That'll be it. But if I win, you become my wise man for life." But tribal combat is like anything goes. The the way that Paul Heyman's looking at Roman is kind of off. He's like staring into the back of his head. It looks like admiration, but I don't know. Yes, Richard, standing up in your living room holding my finger to the ceiling. I would, but then you see my fat ass on the camera instead of my face. I'm going to stay sitting down. But also, I'm having to try and keep it quite low key this evening because my wife is asleep in the same room as me. So there are going to be periods where I'm sure I'm going to wake her up, but I'm going to try my best. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Paul Heyman eventually did turn on Roman Reigns. I think there's a great storyline potential there. I think that if Paul Heyman was to turn on Roman Reigns, it's a very easy story. After WrestleMania, Roman Reigns left Paul Heyman stranded. He didn't contact him. He didn't speak to him. Didn't tell him what was going on. Apparently, everything was going through Solo. That was never clarified whether Roman Reigns was talking to Solo or not. But then he let Paul Heyman get decimated and then didn't do anything. And he came back and then he eventually tried to call him, but there was no answer. He's never apologized to Paul Heyman. So for Paul Heyman, he could just easily turn around and say, you know what? You left me. You left me in the hands of Solo. You did nothing to protect me. Man could bring Brock Lesnar back and just decimate Roman Reigns again. Anything could happen. He could be siding with The Rock. There is this talk about, apparently that's when he did his promo on SmackDown, he did the 1, the 2, and then the 3, the same as The Rock did at the end of Bad Blood last year. And people have been comparing it to that. The fact that when he first came back out, he was wearing the black jacket with a red t-shirt like Solo does. Little clues here and there, you never know. The ref's got his ear camera as well. Tribal combat rules. Rock had come down and smacked both of them up. Referee's got a new shirt. I don't like that. It's a grey shirt with black collar and trims on the arms with 2 black stripes down either side of the WWE logo. I'm not a fan. Kind of blends in with the mat in the background. It's really weird. Yes. Alicia, hand the mic over, please. There's one man that should be introducing Roman tonight. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, man. Matthew, nice of you to join us. Yes, Matthew says, something tells me Heyman will betray Roman for The Rock. I wouldn't put it past him, Matthew. 100%. Where are you hailing from, Matthew? Let us know where in the world you're chatting to us from. I don't like the black mat. It's too dark. with the black barrier, the referee, dark trousers, grey shirt. It's weird. Oh shit. Fuck you, Solo. Oh, Solo is out there on his own, boy. You guys don't remember, but when Jimmy and Jey both are saying, I don't want to be tribal chief, do you? And he's like, no, this man's got my vote. And they both said Solo, and Roman Reigns was laughing, and everyone was cheering for Solo at that point. Guys, forget this. You wanted this. You asked for him. Phoenix, Arizona. Yes, Matthew. Lovely for you to joining. I was in Phoenix. Was it? It wasn't last year. No, a couple of years ago now. I was in Phoenix. Great place. Right, so now we've got a great video package, Roman and Solo. This is where you'd get a commercial break. So it is commercial free in the UK. We're going to get video packages. And when matches are going on, they're going to continue with the match rather than showing anything else. This is awesome. Matthew, Natasha, hopefully you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Wrestling is Awesome. If you're there, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate you. Head over to TikTok. I'm on there as well. Wrestling is Awesome on TikTok, where I post videos and all sorts of news, information about WWE. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm everywhere. Any likes and subscribes you can do. Appreciate you. Felt like Jacob Patu. I love you, Solo. The biggest mistake WWE did was not having Solo win against Cody at WrestleMania. Cody didn't need a long title reign. It could have been a quick change of hands. He could have beaten him, held the title. Roman comes back and then cost him that title rather than just cost him winning it. But that would have put Solo onto the next level, which would have taken this feud to a different height. Could we get another Rock versus Cena this year? You know what? If it wasn't Cena's last year, I would have said yes. I think we could have. Excuse me. But I think as it's Cena's farewell tour, I think that's a match that he wouldn't want to revisit at this point. And Rock is more likely to be, if he is involved in WrestleMania, to be going after Roman or Cody. There's so many things that can happen because we're talking, because you go, Gunther's got to be potentially in the title picture. Drew McIntyre deserves to be in the title picture. How'd you get all these people in there? It's going to be really, really tough this year. Cena, I think, will win a 17th championship this year, but I don't think it needs to be a WrestleMania moment. It doesn't need to be a WrestleMania because WrestleMania, it can be for the newer talent and have their moments. I think CM Punk is destined to have a WrestleMania moment this year. I think that's one of the main reasons for coming back to WWE. Now, whether he wins the Rumble or whatever happens, who knows? But John Cena is going to be at Elimination Chamber, so there is a possibility that he could win Elimination Chamber and get a title shot. I potentially, John Cena versus Randy Orton, John Cena versus Cody. That's a kind of a one, big lifetime match, kind of like passing the torch, like Rock and Cena did. You could have Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Cena, it might not be a tempo match, but Cena versus Logan Paul from a build-up could be really fun at WrestleMania too. Solo's pointing to Heyman, saying the Uluvala's mine, and I think he's saying Paul Heyman's mine as well. You can hear the commentary, and Michael Cole's mentioned this. I'll try and speak in between the commentary so you guys can hear it. They're trying to engage the new fans and the old fans. They're trying to tell you who these characters are, but not insulting the viewers who have been with them for years and years. But there's going to be a lot of new eyes on this product. A lot of people returning, like from the Attitude Era and the Cena era, who put their eyes back on this product and need to refresh people about who these people are. Wow, this is Roman's first one-on-one match since WrestleMania. That's crazy when you think about it. I never thought of it that way. This feud kind of needs to end at this point. Unless Solo wins this and wins the belt before WrestleMania, there's nowhere else for it to go. What's crazy is the fans are loving Roman right now. Roman on the offense now. They're loving Roman Reigns, but he hasn't changed as a character. He has not changed as a character since the build up to WrestleMania. He's egotistical. He's looking out for himself. He doesn't want to apologize to his cousins. He just wants what he wants. He hasn't changed, but everyone's loving him for it. It's crazy. Oh, Solo. Nice. Yes, Solo. Solo has been grafting these last 6 months since WrestleMania as well. The house shows and everything. Della, I can't show it unfortunately because YouTube won't allow it. However, oh, Solo. Well, that's like a rock bottom. Say it as a rock bottom onto the table. Della, I'd love to show it, but YouTube copyright won't allow me to do it. As soon as I do it, I'll get kicked straight away. So I can't show it. However, if you go onto my TikTok at Wrestling is Awesome, I'd be more than happy to go live there, but I need 1,000 followers first, and then I'll do the Raws, the SmackDowns, PLEs whenever I can. I will show it live for everybody to watch it. So head over there, follow me, and I'll be able to show it on TikTok in the future. Saying that, depending if you're in America, they might be banning TikTok soon, so that doesn't really help you guys. Oh, Solo taking the stairs apart. Come on. To be fair, Roman's comeback has not been great. Do you know what I mean? He's had kind of weak matches. Okay, looks like there was going to be a commercial break there, but we didn't get it. We're back with the action. Ryan, you showing Raw tonight live? Unfortunately, I can't show the video, buddy. Facebook and YouTube won't allow me because of copyright. However, if you go over to TikTok, follow me at Wrestling is Awesome on TikTok. Once I hit 1,000 followers, I'll go live and I'll show everything live whenever I can. But unfortunately, YouTube, Facebook, copyrights, big no-no. You'll be able to hear it, hopefully. But yeah, Rich, so the no ad breaks. In America, they'll be getting ad breaks. We don't get it. Ryan, Della, Matthew, can you hear the sound of Raw? I know I can't show it, but just let me know in the chat whether you can hear what's going on. Hopefully I got my settings done right. Solo dominating, and I ain't got a problem with it. Solo's constantly talking through the match as well, which is great. Don't know if you can hear that, but Solo's saying to Heyman it's not too late to stop it. So another commercial break there. So that is when we'll be coming back from the commercial break. So now you see the trial by combat in the corner of the screen here. So that whole section, we stay with them the whole time, which is amazing. That is just, that's blown my mind. That has blown my mind. So tribal combat, Solo's brought 2 chairs into the ring. It's all legal. Here we go. Chair. Oh. Oh. Right across the back. Oh. This is Solo's show. Richard, what are the guidelines now with blood? Well, they still want to go for a PG audience because the kids are important to their demographic, merchandise and stuff, but they're allowed to push the limits. So much like they kind of did a little bit on the build up to WrestleMania where we had blood when The Rock attacked Cody and stuff like that, they are allowed. They don't have those restrictions with Netflix. Get your punk ass up. What happened to our 4-year champion? Okay, so here comes the comeback. Oh, yeah, Roman's busted open. Not heavily, just a small cut on the top of his head here. Oof. I love how they're like, it's only the second time ever in WWE we've had a trial by combat match. It's a no DQ match. Just relax. Concerto. Come on, Roman, do something. The crowd are cheering. We want tables. And Roman's like, just wait, wait. Oh, he went for the concerto, but Solo moved out of the way. Oh, low blow. Yeah. Oh, spinning Solo. That's a rock bottom. Stop calling it a spinning Solo. It's a rock bottom. Rock bottom onto the chair. Roman Reigns gets up. He gets a great elevation on that. It looks brilliant. That should be his finisher. Still to come, we got Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. Here's some drone action now. So we got some drones flying around the arena, giving us some great camera shots. Okay, Solo's thrown down the chair. He's going to go for something else. It is a rock bottom ridge. It's a, what do you call it? A solo spin or whatever he called it? I don't know. Tables. Here we go. Yes, Cole. Tables illegal. For those of you watching at home who don't know. Oh! Reigns with a drive-by. Maybe they'll cut to another non-commercial here. OTC chance. So Roman puts the table into the ring. Seth should win every match against Punk. Oh, Sikoa kendo sick. Nice. Hi, Chris. Nice of you to join us. Where are you hailing from, Chris? Whereabouts are you based? Seth should win every match against Punk. You know what? I think that Punk could take a loss. He could turn up next week and everyone still cheer for him and it won't be a problem. I think if Seth was to lose, that really puts him on a downward spiral. You know? But that could be his arc into WrestleMania. Chris, UK? Yes, UK, brother. Whereabouts in the UK? So originally I'm from northwest London. I'm currently based down now in Amesbury, near Salisbury, near Stonehenge. Kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Soon to be in Bournemouth. But yeah, where are you from, Chris? James Holmes, South Carolina, OTC all the way here. Yes, James, South Carolina. I can say, love my US peeps. I'm part American myself. My mum was from America originally. I've got family in San Diego and Colorado. Oh, Roman Reigns powerbomb through the table. Yes. It's like a last ride through the table. He's not going to win off that. Oh, ref's pulled out. Tama Tonga has pulled the ref out on the after the 2 count. Here we go. It's kicking off. Chris, only reason why is then Punk can turn heel off the defeat. That's a good shout. Yeah. James, who do you want to win this match? It's tough. I don't think Roman has done enough to deserve a win here. Oh, Jacob. I love you, Solo. Yes. I love you. What I love, Jacob Fatu doesn't even finish it now. It says, I love you, and lets the crowd finish saying Solo. That's awesome. So we got Tama Tonga and Jacob at the moment, smashing down Roman Reigns. Chris, oh, that moonsault by Jacob is just awesome. I love this guy. Solo is running around the ring. Spike. 1, 2, another leg pull. Ah, Reigns kicked out. Reigns is doing what Cody did at WrestleMania. James, I think the Bloodline storyline kind of has to end at some point. So unless Roman Reigns is going to go away, win the Rumble and go for the title or something separate, he kind of has to win here and kind of end it. Maybe there'll be an infight between the Bloodline. I'd like to see Jacob Fatu step up over Solo, and maybe Jacob Fatu then has the beef with Roman and puts Solo to the side and puts... Oh! So the referee's down. Solo's did a spike to the ref. James, Cena about to come help him. Ooh, interesting. I mean, where's Jey and Jimmy? Jimmy? Here's Sammy. Oh, Sammy and Jimmy are both here. Oh, yo, can you imagine we get a Jey Uso heel turn? That would be amazing. Because Jey hasn't come out yet, but maybe he'll come out to his own music. I don't know. But it's strange that Jey isn't out. Haluva kick onto Solo. Roman spear. There's no ref. There's no official. Ref's running out now. 1, 2. Oh, kick out. Kick out. See, this is the thing about winning the Ula Fala. It's like, if you're not going to do it clean one-on-one, what's the point? Roman will win. I think he has to. First night on Netflix, it has to be Roman, right? Unless Jey comes out and makes an epic save, or he comes and does an epic heel turn. Oh, Sammy and Jimmy suicide dives to the outside. It actually makes it even, I suppose, because they don't have Tonga Loa. Roman, Solo, only 2 in the ring. Kevin Owens! Stunner! Yes! Yes! 2. Oh! I thought Kevin Owens was going to cost him. Is Cody going to come out now then? Is Jey going to come out? Kevin Owens coming out to beat Roman is beautiful. Oh, he's going to go for a pile driver. Here comes Cody. Come on, where's the Rock now? Just need the Rock. Cody cutter. So now, Kevin Owens even got more issues. Like, why are you interfering with my beef with Roman? Get out of my face. So at the moment, we've got Roman Reigns in one corner, Solo in the other. The rest of the bloodline has fought themselves backstage. Oh, went for the Superman punch. Blocked it. Spike missed. Spear! It's about to go down. Spear again. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Richard, that would have been a perfect moment for Randy to come back. I'm in two thoughts about this. So, Randy, I expected to turn heel on Cody at some point. So, my thought process is either he'll come back and take Kevin Owens out and then go after Cody, or after Cody beats Kevin Owens, maybe he'll go after him. What's really frustrating about the storyline is that Kevin Owens put a pile driver on Randy Orton, puts him out for months, but he does it on Cody and he's back like the following week. I know there's the history. Oh, here comes The Rock. Now is The Rock going to put the Ulafala on Roman? Or is he going to be asking for it? Oh, Paul Heyman's holding the Ulafala in his hands. Now The Rock is in character. Yes, Chris, The Rock had to come out, but it looks like he's going to either take the Ulafala and put it onto Roman, or he's drape it around himself. What are you going to do, Rock? The Rock puts the Ulafala over Roman Reigns. Does he beat him down? It's just a face-off for the moment. Oh, The Rock takes off his glasses. Now, this should be the build-up to WrestleMania now. We couldn't do it last year. Let's do it this year. So just hugged it out. He's like, I love you. Oh, you just always feel like something's there is going to happen. So The Rock has stepped back. Roman's in the center of the ring. And Roman stepped back in the corner. Roman Reigns. Right. Glass breaking sound. Can you imagine, Chris? They tried to get Stone Cold on tonight, but it didn't happen, unfortunately. Rumor is we're going to get Goldberg because of his retirement match this year. Rumor is Hulk Hogan's going to appear later in the show. Right, that's it. That's that segment over. Cut to a shot of CM Punk warming up in the back. So, where does Roman Reigns go from here? Who is his next target? Kevin Owens is fighting Cody Rhodes at Royal Rumble. So I think Roman's focus has to be saying he's going to win the Rumble, right? And then if not, going to Elimination Chamber, because he needs to be going for a title match. Unless The Rock eventually costs him a title match to have a match with him at WrestleMania. Interesting, no Jey in that segment, but I kind of maybe understand it because he's got a match later with Drew. And they're going to save him in that entrance and pop for his match. So it kind of makes sense that he wasn't involved. Chelsea Green. Fair play to her. Tiff, our new WWE Women's Champion. Great cash in last week on SmackDown. Richard, every time The Rock moved, I flinched. I know, right? I can't wait for something to happen. Apparently, there's 35% off qualifying orders for merch tonight. So if you want to go over to the WWE shop, you might get some good discounts tonight. I'm going to have a quick peek. The New Day. Boo, boo, boo. In in our sorry, in our 2024 award show that we did, the New Day got best turn because their turn against Big E was just messed up. Xavier's actually got a drink in his hand as well. He's got like a cocktail drink in his hand. Yeah, the New Day was supposed to have a match tonight, I think. Wasn't it Rey Mysterio? Wasn't it Rey Mysterio and a partner of their choice? There was rumors that Big E might have shown up and been the mystery partner for Mysterio. Ahmed, hi bro, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. Chris, we're my favorite F1 and wrestling is an awesome podcaster tonight. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Oh. The truth does get booed. Kevin Owens is right. The truth gets booed. Actually, everyone cheers Kevin Owens. Big E back for the Rumble and eliminate them both close to the end. It's quite possible. I really hope Big E is clear to come back. Right, they've just cut to commercial. Well, great, we don't get a commercial. So we got an extended vignette now where we've had over the past couple of weeks a circle with the line through. Won't give it away. So yeah, so now we don't get the adverts, we're getting these video packages which will fill it. So if there's a match on, it'll stay with the match. If it's in between segments, we'll get the video packages. So I don't know if you guys know, those of you watching, but WWE announced that the Royal Rumble in 2026 is going to be in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is hosting Royal Rumble 2026. Hasn't gone down very well on social media, obviously, because of the controversies there, but it is what it is. Money talks. Money talks. So Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Royal Rumble, January 2026. Chris, where is Alex tonight? He is being a little bitch and he's sleeping like an adult, apparently, or something like that. So yeah, unfortunately, Alex is asleep. He is staying off. We have a WhatsApp chat for our wrestling, and he's staying off of it. He's like, no spoilers. So I think he'll be catching it at some point tomorrow. I don't know when. Alex, yeah, Alex likes to claim sometimes he's an adult, but yeah. Steve, hey, do you think they should have saved that match until the end? Steve, no, I don't think they should have, actually. I think it was right to put him on first. I think that the Seth and Punk feud is something that's been building for a long time. It is something that can continue to go as a feud between the two of them. I think this, because it was a finalization between Roman and Solo, it was a great way to open the show. The Rock is there. He's made his bit. Now, if The Rock was going to turn and attack Roman or make it clear that they were going to set a match up, then that could have closed the show. But I think because it was just a mark of respect, that's not where it needed to be. Chris, he's great. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I love Alex. I posted on social media that I was starting a wrestling podcast because I was doing a movie podcast called Creative Control. Started that in lockdown, and it's Fluffy. Fluffy's in the crowd, and I was doing Creative Control, a movie podcast, and I was doing that from lockdown. And I started getting back into my WWE again the last couple of years. My friend Neil and I said, "Oh, Ashton Kutcher's here. Oh, mixed reception." And I said, look, let's do a wrestling podcast. You know, we love talking about it. Let's just get together every week and start chatting about it. I put onto social media that I wanted to do that. And Alex found me on social media. He said, hey, I love wrestling. My friends aren't into it. I'd love to talk wrestling with you. And he did. And that's how we got introduced just by that. And then he's on the show and we become great friends. So, yeah, it's wrestling brings people together. Oh, Rey Mysterio is in the crowd. Oh, we got LA Knight. They're in the crowd. Oh, he's wearing a Eddie Guerrero tribute t-shirt. All I'm saying is now Seth is winning tonight. Oh, the War Raiders are World Tag Team Champions. They're all ringside. I don't know who that is. Wally? Wally? I don't know who this Wally is. Yeah. Okay, I need to get Steve, Chris, anybody else who's still on the chat. What's your opinions of LA Knight? Because I am really bored with LA Knight now. I think he's the most overrated superstar on the roster right now. My opinion. I love his catchphrase, but I'm bored with him now. Chris, found wrestling is awesome through Alex, and Miss Apex gave a shout out to you too. Yes, we try and support Alex on his Mr. Apex, and he's got his own channel now, Alex Van Geen. Oh, here's John Cena. The last time is now. Come tell us what's happening, John. Logan Paul. I think Logan Paul might come out. Whale is a rapper. Thanks, Richard. Or Wally. I say whale. Is it whale? Wally? I don't know. Whale. Wally is a rapper. Okay, fine. But yes, Alex Van Geen. If you like Formula One, Richard, have you subscribed to Mr. Apex and Alex Van Geen? He does karting and F1 stuff. Make sure you go follow him. Alex has actually got over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube now. I'm very jealous. But he's doing some really, really great stuff out there, and mad props to him. LA Knight was Chris, LA Knight to me has always been a cheap version of The Rock. I found him boring over the last year. Yeah, it's like since he won the title, he's become dull. I think they waited too long to put the title on him, and then he didn't have many. They kept putting him in title matches with people who weren't great on the mic. So let's hear what John Cena has to say. I think Logan Paul will interrupt him. That's my prediction. John Cena got this company through some really low points, and he carried it on his back. The man doesn't get enough props for what he did for this business. Richard, you'll subscribe. Good man. Thank you, Cena. It's true. I hope so many more people come to this product now. It's on Netflix. Oh, he's got to wear the jorts. Apparently, he shaved his head, like, because obviously he's grown it out recently. But, oh no, it looks longer. People are saying he shaved his head, but he hasn't. I've dropped the link in the chat. Follow my boy Alex Van Geen Racing if you're a fan of Formula One and go-karting. Yes, my Thundercat sword in the background. Proper metal. The prototype. Ooh. "25 years, Cena." If there's any justice in the world, Cena should win that 17th championship. I know Ric Flair talks about how he's had more than 17, but that's what the books say when it comes to WWE. Cena should hold that record. The only thing is that Randy Orton is very, very close. And so what I would do from a story perspective is I'd have Randy Orton win the title off Cody. So he goes up to 15. I'll let him finish. Yes. This is what we want, John. But he's so humble, he probably wouldn't take it, but he should. But yeah, Orton could win the title, go up to 15. He's only one away from Cena. And he could talk about him destroying Cena's legacy and not letting him win that 17th championship. And him going to go on and beat it. And then they could have a match between Cena and Orton. And then Cena wins it off Randy Orton. Steve, who's going to come out here and pick a fight with Cena? I thought it was going to be Logan. But now he's mentioned his name. I don't think he will. Cena hasn't won a match in a long time. Over 2,000 days since Cena won his last match. That's crazy. That'll be the final line of his Hall of Fame speech. Don't play it down like that. We believe in miracles, John. Steve Jones, trivia question. Last superstar to beat John Cena is Austin Theory, I think. WrestleMania. Yeah, Cena's not going to win the Rumble, but he could win Elimination Chamber. But these days, you don't need these to win a title match. People just walk in and demand title matches from people. Is this Cena declaring he's going to be in the Royal Rumble? Yes, Cena, he needs to be in the last Rumble. That's great, but Cena's already advertised he's going to be at Elimination Chamber, so he's not going to win the Rumble. I don't think anyone's going to interrupt him. He's going to have his moment. Come, get some. Didn't expect that. I thought he'd have a back and forth with someone, but he just came out. Cena saying he's going to be in the Royal Rumble and he's going to try and win it. Steve, did I get that question right? Last person to beat John Cena? Was it Austin Theory? Chris, yes, one last title win. Definitely, there's no way I would put another belt on John if this is a field. I'd put the belt on him. Why can't you have a champion retire with the championship like they do in boxing? You know, you can retire as champion, vacate it, or then you go to a number one contender tournament. But we can have a hot title. He can win the title, then lose the title. He can go to the next person. Have a Money in the Bank winner cash in on John Cena. There you go. Puts over the new talent. So whoever wins Money in the Bank this year, say like a Jey Uso. Say Jey Uso wins Money in the Bank this year. and then he beats Cena for the title. He cashes in. Why not? It's our respect thing. It won't be an issue. Why not? Chris, Thundercats was one of my favorite cartoons. It was for me too, bro. Oh, Logan Paul's ringside. Whatever you feel about Logan Paul, he has been fantastic for this business. Richard, which championship? John Cena should win the WWE Championship, in my opinion. But Cena's never won the Intercontinental Championship. So to be a Grand Slam champion, he could still go after the Intercontinental Championship. Chris, can you imagine Cena, Drew, Punk, Roman, Cody, Randy, last one left in the match at the end? It's a tasty Royal Rumble. I got to admit, that is where we know how they're going to set up WrestleMania. That's where it all goes. But yeah, Chris, I'm so into my retro stuff. I'm a big fan of the 80s. I'm a huge Transformers boy. Thundercats, Turtles, Centurions, Mask. I'm all about that stuff. I love that stuff. I've got a bunch of my Legos here. I've got some TMNT figures here. Yeah, I've got loads of retro toys in boxes. Batman, Spider-Man from the 90s animated series. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I still got my Turtle van and Turtle figures. But as you can tell, I'm kind of into Lego now. I spent far too much on Lego. So I've got all the Star Wars helmets. I'm missing one, which is the TIE Fighter pilot helmet. But that's going for about 250, 260 pounds at the moment. I've got my Millennium Falcon down here. I've got a bunch more in the living room as well. I've got Batman 98 Batmobile. I've got the Daily Bugle. I've got Optimus Prime. I've got the DeLorean. I've got an X-Wing. I've got Central Perk, Iron Man Armory, Ghostbusters car. And I've got loads which I haven't made up yet. I've got Star Wars, Mos Eisley, which I haven't made up yet. I've got the US office. I've got a bunch of stuff I haven't even made up yet, which I'm not going to make up until I move house. And also, I got my Holy Grail this year, which I haven't started building yet, which is the Ghostbusters Lego Tower fire station, which is amazing. But to be honest, my next purchase is going to be a WWE title. 80s retro toys, that kind of stuff. Chris, not a bad shout, you know. If I had more time, but I've actually got a baby on the way, my first kid, with my wife. They're due in April. So doing this podcast, potentially my movie one. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get another one in there. Richard needs to change his phone. Go, Richard. See you in a bit. Right, so this goes out to the chat. I want to buy a WWE title belt. If you were going to buy one belt, would you go for the WWE title or the World Heavyweight title right now? Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. 4 girls, all under 10. Chris, you are a soldier, sir. You are a soldier. That's amazing. A lot of my friends have all got girls. Alex has got 2 girls. My friend Nick, who does a podcast as well, he's got a couple of girls. My wife, she's one of 3 girls in her family, no boys. But yeah, so what would you go? WWE title or World Heavyweight Championship title if you're going to get a replica belt? I'm also going to get a big winged eagle because that was the championship I grew up with. That's separate. But right now, what is your favorite looking title? Is it the WWE title or the World Heavyweight Championship title? This whole video package with Rhea and Liv, this has gone on way too long. This feud has dragged out. This feud needs to end here tonight. Absolutely, it has to end. Chris, World Heavyweight. That's what I'm feeling too. I think it looks like a nicer belt. Chris, I don't know if you've seen on one of the podcasts, my friend Ryan, he's got loads of belts on the background of his wall, and I went to his house when we went to go see AEW, and I'll show you actually. See up onto the camera here. I don't know how well you can see that, but he's got a bunch of belts. That was the World Heavyweight Championship, and it is really good looking belt up front. My favorite wrestler of all time, Macaulay Culkin's in the house. Yo. Still stand by me. Oh, here we go. O'Shea Jackson Jr. He's got a Lakers tile. Yeah, I want a sequel to Home Alone. And you have Macaulay Culkin. He's down on his luck. His family's left him too many times. He's out on the streets. He's become a drug addict, and he needs some drugs. He tries to break into a retirement home to get some drugs, and the Wet Bandits are in there, and they defend the retirement home from Macaulay Culkin. That's the way it should be, defending against Kevin. Richard, I'm not watching it with subtitles. Naomi, Bianca Belair. When's Jade coming back? Jade Cargill. Waiting for her to come back at some point. Belair Cargill, WrestleMania. Oh, X-Pac. Shinsuke, our US champion. He's been freaking amazing since he's come back. I love his new personality, his new persona, his entrance music. Awesome. Chris, coming back to you, who's my favorite wrestler of all time? Probably for me, in my heart of hearts, is Bret Hart. He's the guy I grew up with. Best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. I saw him live when they came over to England, Wembley Arena back in the day. Yeah, I think some of the best matches I watched were Bret Hart, him and Bulldog, SummerSlam 92, obviously in the UK. And he's just such a technical wrestler, and he might have not been the greatest on the mic, but he did hold his own. But yeah, for me, he was just phenomenal. He'd be on my Mount Rushmore. Now, Rhea, I love Rhea, but they have overpowered her like Superman. Chris, British Bulldog, and Taker. Solid choices. Solid choices. That Bulldog versus Bret Hart match at SummerSlam was epic, and that Bulldog win, amazing. They've just overpowered Rhea. But I like that Liv is not being scared of her anymore, because she shouldn't be. It was fine to start with, but Liv has produced some really great stuff. She was my female wrestler of the year 2024. I think she elevated herself. She's held the title really well. The whole build up to the Rhea thing, coming back from injury, taking the title, taking Dom. The backstage stuff with the Judgment Day and Dom was fantastic. But Rhea, her promos haven't been the best lately. Yeah, you're right, Richard. Like some of the Raw wrestlers, like the War Raiders, they're not backstage. They're just on the show, even though they're part of the Raw brand. But they talked about this transfer window, and we haven't really seen many transfers happen. Nothing's been really defined. You know, we've had Braun Strowman go over to SmackDown, but nothing else has really been cemented. It's really strange. I thought Tiff might come over to Raw and cash in, but obviously she cashed in. She's staying on SmackDown. Yeah, it was a shame about Davey Boy. Absolutely. Some of these wrestlers, they've got a lot of demons, you know? Well, like we all do, I guess. Are you old enough to remember the original Big Daddy from England? I am. I am old enough to remember. I am. I'm 43, so I do remember him absolutely. He used to be on like ITV or Thames Television, as it was back in the day when they'd had the wrestling on Channel 3. He was the big show before there was a big show. Here we go. Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. It's crazy. We're an hour and a half into the show, and this is like the second match. I'm going with Rhea Ripley to win this match, but not many title change hands on Raw or SmackDown, just pay per view. The fact that this is like a PLE, I wouldn't put it past Rhea owning this. I wonder if it'd actually be better that Liv moved to SmackDown, because I think the women's division on SmackDown is really poor. Or if Rhea doesn't win this, Rhea should move over. But I think Netflix want Rhea. But yeah, they need to do something with the women's division on SmackDown because it's not strong. Can't just keep waiting for Charlotte to come back. Ooh. Rhea caught Liv off the apron. Oh, into the announcer's table. Chris, you saw Big Daddy live find Jerry the King Lawler in 1988. Yo, that's crazy. That's amazing. Right, so this is where we would cut to commercial. But yo, we're on Netflix in the UK. There are no commercials. That's amazing. I'll have to slow it down a little bit now because we're in the adverts. Oh, Codebreaker from Liv to Rhea. Oh, I wonder if Damian Priest will come out and grab Dom and stop him from getting an interference. And then he'll be celebrating with Rhea, the Terror Twins, as her as the new champion. I can see that happening. Oh, Raquel with a right hook to Rhea. while the referee was distracted. Back in Mysterio. Pat McAfee. That was brilliant. Mysterio, you say yada yada yada. I don't speak bitch. Oh. Steve Jones, for some reason you're 2 minutes ahead of me where we're both live. Oh, interesting. Steve, make sure on when you're watching Netflix, if you scroll to the bottom, make sure you hit that live. If it's lagged, it may recapture it and bring it back. But maybe it's a server issue. I don't know. So this is where we normally cut back to commercial. Liv's got such a voice on her. Chris, my friend is the original Millennium Falcon from the 80s, the big one. The top will come off. Oh, sick. Sick. So, Richard, am I ahead of you as well? Maybe it's a difference between the app and the website. So, I'm actually watching Netflix via the website because it was the way that I could get the sound to link through my live stream. Otherwise, I'd normally watch it via the app. So, maybe there's a time difference between the website and the app. Interesting. But so far, Netflix, been pretty impressed with the buffering and connection. So, Richard, you're live. I keep spoiling. Sorry, bro. Richard, you need to get on the website and not via the app. I think that's what the issue is. Either that or they're giving me preferential treatment. I don't know. Oh, that was a nasty knee. Steve, which part of the mat are you seeing right now? So Rhea is just picking up Liv. Looks like she's going to do the Riptide. She's going for it. Oh, this is where she does the pulls her up like she did to Charlotte and does the suplex. It's just like a really complicated suplex. Chris, you're running on the TV app and it's at the same time. Very strange. Looks like the UK is ahead. Richard, new UHD TV looks amazing. Yeah. Oh, German suplex. Sorry, there's me coughing down the mic there. Oh, backstabber. Oh. See, Liv is technically really good. I love that Liv's got Dom's like bandana tucked into her belt. Chris, maybe because we aren't getting the adverts they're getting in America, so we have a more head running time. Quite possibly. Oh, oh, Riptide. Is that it? Oh, Morgan kicked out. Okay. Chris has a good shout. Maybe it's something to do with the adverts. Or maybe I've been commentating through where you guys are getting adverts in the States. Just Riptide kick out. Yeah, I think when I've been talking is when you guys have gone to commercial, but we're not getting commercials. The match continues. So I think that's where the thing is with Steve. Raquel's just got kneed. Oh, Oblivion onto the chair. Is she going to kick out of this? 1, 2, kick out. Well, she lost that way at, was it SummerSlam? But now she kicked out. This is my issue with Rhea. This superhuman thing with her. I agree, Chris. Yeah, Liv doesn't need anyone by her side. I don't like this whole Raquel thing. Oh, she's going for the three amigos. That's 2. Yes. She's not doing it to mock his legacy. She's doing it to show love to her boyfriend, yo. Richard, you're way behind, bro. Your TV's broke. Send it back. Richard, when the match finished, come out of your Netflix and go back into it. Yes, Little Miss Bliss. Off the top rope. Yeah, no, we just had that, Steve. Frog splash. Rhea's crawling, trying to get to her feet. Rhea's grabbing the middle rope, pulling herself up. Chris, I thought Alexa Bliss or Olivian. No. Oh, that look by Rhea. Looks like she's about to kiss her. Oh, okay. Slam. Oh, Riptide. Oh, she's done one. She's picked her up for a second. This is it. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. New champion. New champion. On the Premiere on Netflix, had to be a big moment. And been one title change. There you have it. Oh, she's going to put Riptide on Dom now. Don't worry. Or is he going to try and say, oh, mummy, I love you? Dom's trying to get his mummy back. That's amazing. I was saying about Alexa Bliss. I wanted her to come back tonight, but actually I just wanted to come out of Royal Rumble and just have a huge pop at the Rumble. But she's been teasing coming back recently. Mammy's just going to do a Riptide on Dom. Kick to the nuts. Riptide to Dom. Maybe we'll have a breakup of the Judgment Day and like Liv and that lot will go to SmackDown, or maybe the whole Judgment Day goes to SmackDown. Wouldn't be a bad thing. Yeah, Steve, just as I was going to say, need to split up the Judgment Day now. Maybe they'll separate them and have some of them go to SmackDown, keep some of them on Raw. But I can see a Dom versus Finn match at some point. My only issue with Rhea here is she stepped back into the title picture without earning her spot. She literally just come back and said, I'm the number one contender now. When Liv's had, she's not really defended it against many people because Rhea kept coming back into the picture. She had Zelina Vega for a while. Io Sky was like a nothing thing for Saturday Night Main Event. There's no hype to it. Nothing really happened there. And I think that just Rhea walking in and being number one contender, I didn't appreciate. She should have had to win a number one contendership to get to that point. And I think that would have served this moment better. Rich, do you really want to be with a woman that can ply you on the floor? Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah, 2 new women's champions. Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton. Oh, Undertaker's here. Oh, it's American Badass Taker. Here's Undertaker. Why is he just interrupted Rhea and just driven straight past her? It's not like they're running on time constraint. That's weird. Chris, totally agree with you. I really want Dom to get a push. I think Dom should be Intercontinental Champion this year at some point. Oh, is he going to give Rhea a lift on the back of the bike? It's like a badass to badass. Nah, she's... I don't think they're going to go into the ring. I think Undertaker's just going to drive off now. Maybe Rhea will sit on the back of his bike. No, he's just driving off again. That was it. Really pointless. Everyone's partying up in the in like the suite of the arena, and you just got the New Day just sitting there, just looking like these guys are fucking idiots. So the most pointless return of 2025, Undertaker. That was a really cheap pop. Taker should manage Priest. That'd be something. Oh, Adam Pearce is talking to Bailey. Maybe he's looking to bring Bailey over to Raw. Kathy. I know, right? Get on the back of the bike. That's what I was expecting. Oh, American made. Surely Gable's going over to SmackDown. Richard, you suck. Yeah. I love how they've tweaked American-made songs so it sounds like Kurt Angle's, so you can definitely get the "You Suck" chants in there. Dragon Lee. Oh no, that's the new debut. Oh, here comes Jey. Yeah, Penta El Zorro M. He's the latest signing for WWE. So I imagine he's going to be there next week versus Chad Gable on his debut. I've only seen some of his stuff in AEW. I know he's very highly rated, and a lot of people are looking forward to seeing him in WWE. So we'll see what happens. So what's funny is earlier this year, my wife and I were talking about me going to WrestleMania for this year. I was like, oh, The Rock's going to be there. It's going to be John Cena's last one. So we talked about going, and I was looking to book tickets. And then we got pregnant, and the baby's due on like the 17th of April, which was like WrestleMania weekend. So that put paves to that. And then I was going to go to the shows in the O2 for Raw and SmackDown before WrestleMania. And now the baby's going to be coming earlier because we have to have a C-section. And I'm going to miss out on those two as well. So I'm missing out on all the live events this year for WWE. Yeah, Chris, I thought you'd been advertised for tonight, but I think they've changed it because there was rumored that he was going to be the tag partner for Rey Mysterio against the New Day. But I just don't know if it's going to happen tonight now. Oh, the Wyatt's interruption there. Little screen judder. Yeah, I'll be wrestling nappies. Steve, always been a fan, never went to a show. I went to quite a few back in the day. I went to when they did the first. Let me just finish what he's saying. The Mid deserves a lot of respect. He's done great. But yeah, I went to the first pay-per-view, as it was called then, in the UK. Was it Judgment Day or something like that? I can't remember in the UK. Well, I went to that one. I went with Richard, who's in the chat, who's watching us. I've even found a picture of us with the signs that we had that we took at the time with our names with arrows on it. We had a blast. It was up in Manchester. See, Steve, you're seeing commercials. So in the UK, we're not getting commercials on Netflix. The UK and Europe, we're not getting commercials. So we're getting little interviews. So we just saw The Miz being interviewed, and we're carrying Cross there. So we're getting all these stuff that you're not. And when the matches are on, they continue. So they don't break away from the match. So that's why we thought we were out of sync earlier. But yeah, it's The VP for WWE announced this a couple of days ago. I only heard about it today. But yeah, literally North America get adverts. Outside of that, we're not getting adverts. Showing The Rock on his Instagram, I think, afterwards, hugging Jimmy, hugging the wise man, shaking hands and hugging Triple H. And Roman and The Rock hugging it out. The Rock in the parking area with his tequila. He's meeting Travis Scott in the arena. The Rock meeting Cody Rhodes in the back area in the car park, hugging it out again. Oh. Rock is going to be at NXT. The Rock is going to be at NXT tomorrow. Wow. Yeah, Rock product placement, 100%. The Rock's daughter is general manager of NXT, yes. Vanessa Hudgens, she's a huge WWE fan. She was yeah, she was like one of the shows, and they got her in the ring afterwards and did a yeet with like Cody and Jay. Michelle McCool. Oh, Liva Valkyria. Io Sky's one of the best in-ring performers there is right now. Matthew, no Becky, Charlotte, or Bliss yet. So disappointed. I know, right? So I expect Becky to show up tonight. If of all three of them, I think it's gonna be Becky. If the Wyatt Six were appearing tonight, I could potentially thought maybe Alexa might turn up there. But I think they'll save Charlotte and Bliss for the Royal Rumble. I think it'd be wasted to bring them out before then. Here's Travis. I thought he'd be coming out with Jey Uso. You'll see that if you're watching this, so Travis has got a championship belt, and it's a belt that Triple H gave to him a few weeks back at the end of a concert. It's like a version of a hardcore title. Yeah, that's right. He's got the hardcore belt. It's like a WWE hardcore belt. You can see it's like the red. It's like a bit like the Universal belt style. And I wondered whether they'd actually introduce that as a belt. Here we go. Here's Jey. Here's Jey. Travis going to do a turn. Yeah, you know. Man's just smoking. Travis is just smoking in the arena. All right. Michael Cole yeeting. Is he smoking a joint on TV? Thing is, Jey is one of the most over wrestlers there is right now. But he's got like 4 moves. Weed in California. I guess so, right? Yeah. I just didn't think you could smoke in the arena, but Netflix are like, fuck it, you can do whatever you want on this show right now. What about the kids? I know, right? Ronald Duffney, how you doing, Ronald? Yeah, I love those Yeet glasses. It is awesome. It's wrestling is awesome. That's why we're here. But yeah, Jey, he's so over, but he has like 4 moves. His matches aren't that good. Marquez Carter, hi, how you doing? Yeah, Bo Logan, did Rhea get a title back? She did. Rhea Ripley is now your women's world heavyweight champion. She hit 2 riptides on Liv Morgan to take the 3 count. Dom tried to get her back afterwards, open armed, and she gave him a swift kick to the balls and put a riptide on him as well. Ronald, no Stone Cold. No Stone Cold. Michael Cole's never looks so more awkward. He is like a 4-year-old dad trying to dance at a wedding. Not like me, 4-year-old, because I can dance at a wedding. Thanks to my boy Richard, I can dance. But yeah, but no Stone Cold. So apparently Stone Cold was talked about making an appearance, but it's not happening. Unless they put some fake news out there to kind of dampen it down. But all the reports and the sheets are saying no Stone Cold tonight. Right. So now in America, you'll be cutting to a commercial. We're having a video package. So now there's not a match at the moment. We're going to a video package. We're talking about Toronto. And this will be the Royal Rumble. Oh no, Elimination Chamber, sorry. Because of the dates messes me up. It's March. So yeah, Toronto is Elimination Chamber. Ronald, whereabouts are you based? Ronald, Triple H. Triple H opened the show. He was there to welcome everybody to the new Netflix era, but he's just in the gorilla position now, my man. He's not anywhere out in ring. Because this is Triple H's show. He is running it. He is chief of talent operations, and he's got creative control, baby. Yeah, boy, Logan, where are you based from? Marquez Carter, where are you guys from? Let me know where in the world you're joining us from. Oh, Pat McAfee's up on the announcer's table dancing with Jey. They're both on the table together with Travis. That's jokes. Steve, something big's going to happen at the end of the show. I know, right? It's got to end on like a cliffhanger. So if Seth and Punk are finishing the show, what could happen at the end of that match that would take over the edge? Does Drew get involved and make it like this triple threat thing? Maybe he loses to Jey and then he gets pissed and goes back after them. I hope not, because I'd like to say the thing with Punk is done. But is something going to happen at the end of Seth and Punk? Ronald, CT. I'm in the UK, bro, so you're going to have to tell me where CT stands for. I'm only half American, so I don't get all these. Well, the matches of the year, the Hell in the Cell match between Drew and CM Punk. Richard, was that a bird in the arena? I didn't see a bird. You need to tell me, bro. Connecticut. Connecticut, welcome. I was going to take a guess. I should have guessed before you put it in to know that my guess would have been correct. Welcome, Ronald, from Connecticut. I've got family in America. My mom's from America originally. I've got family in San Diego and Colorado. I was in Connecticut about 2 years ago. We did some time on the East Coast. Randy RKO Punk can help give Seth the win. Oh. Yeah. Sorry, coughing again. It's possible. It's possible, but I don't see Randy moving over to Raw. I don't expect him to get involved in that. What is this promo? Hear no evil, speak no evil. Oh, okay, it's NXT promotion. Trick Williams, I expect to be in the Royal Rumble from NXT. Obafemi, potentially as well. WWE New Year's Evil. Alright, NXT. Is there a return waiting for the men's division? Could the Wyatt Six get involved? Nah, they're still dealing with Karrion Kross, so it wouldn't make sense. I don't know. I can't see who would get involved if it wasn't Drew. Eddie Orengo. I don't like these new ref shirts. What do you guys think of the new ref shirts? I'm not a fan. The ring hasn't been as distracting as I thought. The mat. The fact that was Sage is actually a Netflix move. You could be right there, Matthew. Isn't there another Uso in NXT? So WWE have signed another Uso. I'm not sure where or how he's going to appear. I don't know if he's currently active in NXT or whether he's kind of been in the training facilities, but there is definitely another Uso signed. So whether Solo's going to come back with another one, whether Jacob Fatu is going to take over the bloodline now, the fact that Solo's lost and bring in another of his brothers or cousins, we'll have to wait and see. Drew is one of the best out there. We voted him our best male superstar of 2024. I think he just had a fantastic time. The build up to Mania, winning the title, losing the title, the feud with Punk, his social media presence. He won Best Social Media Star. He has just been awesome. Rich, yeah, I mean, it's been 2 hours. We've had 2 matches. Oh, Jey Uso out of the top, over the top of the rope, and a suicide dive onto Drew before the match even started. Drew should be winning this because he's working his way through the bloodline as part of his revenge. Drew deserves another championship run. I wonder whether Drew moves to SmackDown so we can go after the bloodline and Roman Reigns. Jey Uso has never beaten Drew McIntyre one-on-one in his career. To be fair, Jey Uso probably hasn't beaten a lot of superstars one-on-one in his career. Drew just taking the piss out of Jimmy with his yeeting. It was brilliant. Do you think Jacob Fatu will be the next big superstar in WWE? I think he could. I think he could. The crowd have really dug him. He's like this loose cannon, but he's actually really good promo wise. He's cut a great promo before the match on SmackDown. Really confident in front of camera. But it's crazy. If you actually see him as an interview, he just seems like the nicest guy now. And he talks about, the troubles he had and being in prison and seeing the Usos and what they achieved and how it made him change his life and what he wanted to do with it. He's got like 7 kids or something, or 7 daughters, I think it even might be. But yeah, he's got real potential to do something big. I would definitely a US title run. Oh, Jey Uso with a power bomb. But yeah, I'd say Jacob is probably the bigger threat to Roman Reigns right now. See, this is the thing about Jey. He's great, but just punches there, insecurity, a frog splash, and super kicks. That's pretty much it. Crowd is really dead right now. It's really quiet. The fact that Drew can do a kick up with his size, 270 pounds. Chris, the Samoan heritage in wrestling right now is amazing. Facts. Absolutely. They could have their own brand. Super kick. There's sometimes a bit of fatigue after 2 hours. Well, I think the crowd wore himself out with his entrance. Now they can't cheer from him during the match. But it's quite a slow match. Go for a frog splash. But there's no real purpose to the match. Well, it's supposed to be basically Drew's revenge tour on the Bloodline for costing him his title when he was going after Reigns back in the day. And he attacked Jimmy, put him out. He went after Jey. He's had conversations with Solo on SmackDown. Ultimately, I think he wants to go after Roman. But, I mean, that moment when Drew lost at Clash in the Castle, that was... He should have won it. I know it led to everything else, but what a moment. Neither Richard, neither fighting for a belt or contendership. But some of the best matches are like that. Drew and Punk wasn't about a title. It wasn't about anything other than the hatred of the two of them. Again, it was the same for Seth and CM Punk. Solo and Roman. It's not about a title. It's about the Ulafar. What's crazy, and we said this, the two biggest feuds of the last 12 months has been two men fighting over a necklace and two men fighting over a bracelet. That's where we got to. The championship runs themselves have not been great. Cody Rhodes' title run has not been great. He's had not a lot of title defenses in the last 6 months. Besides Kevin Owens recently, there's like 3 pay-per-views where he didn't defend. But if that was Roman Reigns, people were kicking off. Gunther, it's been okay, but he hasn't been dominant. There's this whole, he's being helped to win. So he hasn't won clean against like Damian twice now. It's not been great. Jimmy and Jey had a much bigger moveset a few years ago. I'm wondering, like Roman, they're not letting them. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think Jey is more capable, but for some reason he's just... It doesn't. It's like 4 or 5 moves. And a spear. And he's got the weakest spear. I think Jey needs to learn how to better tell a story during the match. He's great on the entrance and he's great on his promos most of the time. But I think he needs to tell a better story during the match. Richard Asterix over every win. Like Verstappen. Yeah. Punk's a poser. 214. Super kick. Hooray. Another super kick. Hooray. The crowd are dead. Super kick. Claymore. Finish this match. Kick it out. Okay. Didn't they show Gunther versus Logan Paul tonight? I didn't see that as a match. All I saw was Logan Paul was going to be here, and all we've done is see him in the crowd. And that's it. We haven't seen Gunther yet, which is crazy when he's the champion of this show and he hasn't been on screen. Maybe Gunther will get involved in the Punk and Seth issue. Or maybe he'll come out and hold a belt up against the person who wins. Maybe that's how it ends. Like, that's the next thing. Drew mouth motherfucker. Yeah, I'm sure he did. Oh, the crowd needs to pick up, man. The crowd really needs to pick up. Yeah, well, Jimmy and Jey, if you look at their match at WrestleMania, that was a stinker. That was the worst match of last year. Come on, let's put this match out of its misery. Oh, the ref should be checking to see if he calls quits on this match. Jay's just fallen down in the middle of the ring. Shouldn't the ref be checking like he can continue? Roll up pin. Ah. I don't think that does anyone a favor. That that doesn't do anyone a favor. That's a weak ass finish. Agreed, Steve. That was shit. I mean, that was a shocking Drew McIntyre. This is supposed to be your former Intercontinental Champion. Okay, we've got Gunther vignette now. Agreed, Chris. Agreed. They should have had a single run a little while ago. But to be honest, the way the bloodline played out, ultimately, I can't be unhappy with that. It was one of the great storylines of recent years. And to be honest, that's how Jey did get into that position. When Jimmy got injured, Jey became main event Jey Uso, and kind of happened a little bit organically. But there's something different then than there is now. He was better in his matches then, for whatever reason. The Ring General. You're telling me that Gunther better be on this show, bro. Gabriel Iglesias. That shirt is mad. Gabriel Iglesias is wearing this black shirt with Netflix and WWE logos all over it. Could be, Chris. Oh, New Day back. Boo, boo. Alpha Academy. They're doing Jimmy Kimmel's on the New Day. Sorry, we're out of time. Oh, Roman Reigns backstage with Paul Heyman. Is that a main event? Oh, 2K25. Okay. So Roman will be on the front of that probably. And then like the Legends Edition, I'm sure we'll have John Cena on the front. So we've only got one more match. So they talked about the show being 3.5 hours. So if there's commercials in America, we have Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest on screen now being interviewed. All right, Damien versus Finn Balor next week on Raw. It has been dragging on too long. It needs to. Street fight. Damien versus Finn Balor in a street fight. So, Steve, they're interviewing Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest right now. So, the Terror Twins. So, Rhea was just saying how Liv had taken everything from her, but she could never be a one-on-one. But now she is finally put that to bed. Damian Priest is saying, yes, he's got a match with Finn Balor next week in a street fight. Now we're just cutting to a video package. WrestleMania 2 nights. It's going to be big. We're going to be booking how we would do WrestleMania this year. We'll probably do a couple of versions. We might do one version before the Royal Rumble. So to say, right, this is who we'd have in the Rumble, go on, Elimination Chamber. So we're going to do a special podcast episode to say, yes, this is how we're going to book WrestleMania in Vegas. And then obviously we'll review that after Royal Rumble and adjust it as we go forward. But yeah, we'll be doing that episode in a couple of weeks' time. "103 days to WrestleMania, baby." I expect Jey to be in an Intercontinental Championship match, probably at WrestleMania. Rhea should hang on to her title until WrestleMania now. Now, whether that's going to be against Becky, Charlotte, Alexa, who knows? Rich, yeah, PLEs are included with Netflix. It's free. So the only thing we might do is, in America, they have ads, I think, still on their PLEs, which we didn't get over here on the network. But we might just have some ads on Netflix at that point. But maybe not. But they're definitely free. It's all included on Netflix. That's it. Oh, Stephen Amell. He had a great match. He was great. Braun Breaker. Where's his title? Where the dog's at? Oh, 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 oh. The Queen, Women's Champion, Tiffy Stratton. They should be carrying their titles. What's going on? Oh, the Bellas. Well, one of them. I don't know which one this is. This is Brie. It's Brie. Oh, it's Nikki. Okay, it's Nikki. Oh, no, yeah, of course. Brie looks slightly different. Oh, he's here. Whether you love him or hate him. Jimmy Hart leading out Hulk Hogan. Oh, God, Hogan. He's really limping. Bless him. It's true. If Hogan isn't on your Mount Rushmore, in my opinion, you don't know wrestling. Whether you love him or hate him, he should be on there. Yeah, he's not walking to the ring. I don't think he can make it. He's going to speak from the entrance ramp. But that's it. If there's Trump fans there, they'll like him. If they don't, maybe not. There's a lot of booing as well. No, those aren't birds. They're drones, Richard. Is he going to know the name of the arena he's in? He is getting booed. There's a lot of boos. This is awkward. He's promoting his beer now. This is really uncomfortable. Ooh. Wow. It's so funny. There's a pop when he first came out, and then people are like, oh, yeah, we don't like him anymore. So it's either a thing of the fact that he supported Trump, he said some not very nice remarks about Kamala Harris. He's not said some very nice things about certain people previously. Oh, he looks a right state. Damn. So this was a match that was originally going to be on the show. A Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament Final. So this was apparently going to be tonight, but now this is next week as well. I think they wanted to make it a bit more of a spectacle on its own show because there's so many other big matches. Ludwig Kaiser versus Sheamus. Ludwig Kaiser, I really like him. He's a great wrestler. His promo work is really on point. Yeah. Chad Gable versus a debut next week. Tony Khan shows up backstage at Raw today. Did he? Hmm. Hey, Stephanie is ringside. They do hang on to those poses with the cameras a little bit too long sometimes. They just say the camera likes to keep smiling. Yeah, okay, you can cut away now. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Here we go. Seth Rollins, CM Punk. This is strange to me. They were talking about the show being like 3.5 hours tonight. It's hit 2.5 hours and we're into our final match. Might go just over the 3 hours. Live and loud. 104, 107 for Rollins. Did they do this for Jey? I'm not sure if they showed the live and loud recording. Decibels. CM Punk's going to get a louder reaction, surely? Alright, cut to some video packages, so commercial time. Royal Rumble, 1st of February. As much as the build up to this WWE Raw has been fantastic, some of the surprise elements which you get with like some of the PLEs maybe have been taken away. We knew Cena was going to be here. We knew Rock was going to be here. We knew Hogan was going to be here. And it's one of those, they want to get eyes on the product, especially for their premiere, and I get that. But everything's kind of unexpected at the moment. Maybe Rhea winning was maybe a little bit surprising, but to me it wasn't. Richard, you're going to have to tag out, yo, you're out after Punk's music hits. All right, brother. I appreciate you being here. I'm guessing you have work tomorrow, so fair play for staying up this late. I booked tomorrow off work, so I'm good. But next time, anybody in the chat, so this goes out to Steve and Chris, if you're still there, Ronald, anybody who's there. If you want to join me in the live stream, send me a DM, send me a message, either or put a post on here to let me know, and I'll try and get in touch. But I'd be happy for you to join me in the live stream so we can chat and be on the video at the same time while you might be watching it at home yourself. It makes for a great environment. Richard as well. So yeah, I'll be doing every PLE. There might be the odd Raw and SmackDown. But again, being so late in the UK when I work the next day is going to be kind of tricky. But we'll do our normally wrap-up show. So we drop a show every Tuesday night in the UK, which is going to be Tuesday afternoon in America, where we do our weekly review show of everything that happened on Raw and SmackDown. But every PLE will be there doing a live stream. So yeah, if you want to join in, drop me a message. Hit me up on TikTok at Wrestling is Awesome. Send me a message. Give me your email address. You could join us in this live stream and be a part of the show. And if anybody wants to appear on our actual podcast show, yes, Chris, send me your email. Send me your email. If anybody actually wants to be a part of the podcast show and just want to talk wrestling with some 40-year-old men, yeah, drop me a message. We can invite you on the show. We can have a guest spot, and yeah, just talk wrestling, talk WWE. I think we'll all agree the worst segment of the night was Hulk Hogan. That was pretty dire. Okay, Seth. Okay, how have we gone to 2 commercial breaks on Seth's freaking intro? So Hulk Hogan's kind of introducing Saturday Night Main Event on the video package promo. I'm wondering whether they'll pull that now based on the reaction he got today. I think a lot of it will depend on the state that he's in. Because they're in LA, it probably wasn't the state to bring him back in. If he was in a different state, he'd probably get a better reaction from the crowd. Chris, been here since the days of bitching about wrestling. I know, right? We were bitching about wrestling, and then suddenly everything just was good, and we didn't complain about much anymore. So we changed it to what it is. Wrestling is awesome. So yeah, Chris, if you want to be on the show, let me know. And we record every Tuesday night around 8:30. More than happy to have you on the show, bro. I know, Seth's intro was longer than The Rock's. Oh, Jesus Christ. I know they wanted to run to a 3.5 hour time, but doing Seth Rollins for like a 10-minute intro is ridiculous. They're just fucking around with the drones now. Richard wants to go to bed, yo. Can you just play CM Punk's intro? Here we go. Nice, Chris. So who we got predictions winning this? CM Punk or Seth Rollins? I think it's going to be Punk. Unless there's an interference. I think the rage needs to build up in Seth even more for this promo. I think if Punk loses, he wouldn't care as much. He'd be like, all right, sod it. I want to go after the championship anyway. Richard, see you soon, brother. Yeah, Paul Heyman asked Roman what's next. He said January 27th. He did. Yeah, because Saturday night's main event is on January 25th. So it'll be the Monday after that on the 27th. So, like, literally the week before the Royal Rumble. So, they're obviously going to do a big thing on Raw then. Chris, Seth, you already said earlier tonight you did. Some very cool collector's chairs ringside. Well, I'm really enjoying these drone shots. And here we go. Steve taking Punk, somebody will screw Seth. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just wondering who's going to interfere. Maybe Drew's really pissed off about losing to Jey and he comes out and causes havoc. Where's Gunther in all this? I can't believe Gunther hasn't been on the opening show with his title. That's mad. I think the crowd are pretty 50-50. Oh god, Punk, don't get injured in the first 5 minutes. Here comes Seth. Oh. Right into the barrier. Oh, here goes the announcer's table. The announcer's table looks bigger. I don't know if it's just me. Don't take advantage of me. It's like, why didn't they just make this a new no DQ match? Do you know what I mean? Oh. Oh, shit. That's it. We're out in the fans now, ladies and gentlemen. We're out in the arena. Yeah, the referee's not starting the count. Seth's like, let it ride. Don't put me in that position. Punk just threw the cover of the announcer's table on his head. The ref's like, come on, come on. They're just like, shut up. The ref's not doing the ref's not doing anything. Punk's like listening to the crowd. He's like 50-50. Yeah, Seth is just punching. He's knacking himself out already. Just kicking him in the head. Looks pretty good. Looks just... He's really just putting his foot to his face. Oh, Seth is getting handsy. Is this Seth's heel turn? Is that what this is going to be? Maybe Punk will win and Seth will turn heel and just be on him afterwards, and everybody from the back has to come out and puts Punk in a stretcher and all this kind of stuff again. Oh, that looks good. Big kick from Punk. Oh. Oh, Punk, where are you going? Oh, Jesus. Punk's on the top rope. They're both on the top rope. Oh, swinging net breaker off the top rope. Nice. Nice. Right, so they're cutting to commercial in the States. But we're staying here with the match in the UK. So, Steve, we'll keep you posted. Both wrestlers are just holding onto their heads and ears right now. Seth's outside the ring, recovering. Punk's up on his feet now. Punk puts a big boot to Seth. He's standing on the ring apron and puts a boot into Seth's head, who's standing on the floor. Yeah, both on the outside now. Oh, Punk just going with some jabs. Like, proper, like, punches. Up it goes. The girl in the front row looks shook. Oh, looks like a proper punch to the mouth, these. Punk looks a little marked on the side of his face at the moment. You don't see that awful lot off the top turnbuckle, Steve. Absolutely. So Seth and Punk both back in the ring now. Seth with a chop to Punk. Forearm by Punk. Oh, chop by Punk. Some back and forth, just some big blows right now. Punk drops Seth with a kick to the knees. Obviously, we know Seth has dodgy knees. And Punk's working on the knees now on his left knee. Twisted Tea commercial. Sorry, Steve. Punk just staying in control at the moment. Oh, another chop. Oh, they're just chopping back and forth now. Woo, woo, woo. And Seth is in control at the moment. I know it's probably about 15 chops. Irish whip. Oh. Okay. So Seth went into the turnbuckle, and as he came out, he held his knee, his left knee, like it was an issue. Punk followed up, but he managed to grab him and drop him backwards into the turnbuckle. And Seth with a headbutt. Second headbutt. Third headbutt. The crowd. Let's go Rollins, CM Punk. Let's go Rollins, CM Punk. Chop by Punk. So a lot of heavy blows. I think we're cutting back from commercial now. And you're back with us, Steve. It's not as intense a match as I thought it was going to be. Seth just slapping Punk around a bit now. Oh, Punk's going to follow him up. Oh, flying knee. Nice. Oh, nice. Double axe handle. Swinging net breaker. Nice. I don't know if you saw some videos, but Punk was at a house show recently and he did John Cena's 5 moves of doom. That was really cool to watch. Oh, net breaker on the rope. Oh, nice. Oh. Looked like Punk caught his legs on the rope there, but it was all good. Who's this woman in the front? She's getting really into this show. Is she somebody? She's like looking for her 15 minutes of fame. Crowd's gone quiet again. So I spent all that time booing Hulk Hogan. Crossbody. Oh, Rollins with a pickup. On his day, Rollins is one of the best there is. Oh, GTS. But Punk rolls out the ring. But the thing is, that'll play it. Oh. He did connect, but that will now go into the story of his left knee being buckled. So it's going to hurt it even more. Do you reckon Punk's going to win it with a curb stomp? Is he going to go for a curb stomp on the outside? No. Referee's not counting. What about a heel Seth versus Cody for a title? Oh, curb stomp. Oh, nice. CM Punk should hit a Dirty Deeds or Seth Rollins to win. That'd be gold. Is he going for a power bomb? Oh no, GTS. Oh, caught his leg. Rollins put him up. Oh, another GTS. He just keeps stealing people's finishes. Oh, Punk kicks out. Yeah, right. Pedigree. Yeah, she had pedigree to finish it. That'd be kind of sick. Using Seth Rollins' own move, but Triple H's move in recognition of their relationship prior. Curb stomp. Oh, missed. Oh, up on the announcer's table. Is he going to try and go for a pedigree? Powerbomb? Oh, Punk. Oh, he's going to try to hit the pedigree on the table. Pedigree on the table. But Rollins' knee plays into it. Oh, doesn't Punk do a crossface submission move? Oh, he's trying to go for a pedigree again. Oh, he has. He's hit two. A second one. That won't be it. Punk's up. Or maybe he'll put him in the sharpshooter. Just coming up to the 3-hour mark now for the show. CM Punk. All right, I think they're going to go toe to toe now, blow for blow. Oh, they're going to bitch slap each other. That's what they're going to do. Oh, they're actually just going to punch each other. Fine. Here we go. The escalation before the finish. Oh, power bomb. Oh, throw into the turnbuckle. Oh, buckle bomb. Curb stomp. Oh, foot on the rope. Yeah, foot on the rope. Yes, yes, yes. When he rolled him that way, you knew that's how it was going to go. This is awesome. Chants by the crowd. All right, Seth putting Punk up on the top rope. Just slapping each other. All these big moves, none of them worked. I know, you kind of wonder what's going to be the thing that finishes it. Oh, Rollins gets top superplex. Oh, rolls him through. Oh, into a GTS. Oh, second GTS. Oh, is that going to be enough? Ooh, clean win. That's it. Said CM Punk's going to take this. I wonder if Punk's injured himself. He's having a chat with the ref. Oh, I think he looks alright. Oh no. I think he's in a bit of pain. Yeah, I think the ref's kind of radioing backstage. Is he drawn a tricep or quad? Quad maybe? Seth Rollins is busting open a bit. Credits are rolling. Well, it's not the 3.5 hour show, but they're going to the post show now. There we have it. That was the first Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Ladies and gents, those of you who have been with me tonight, really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Means a lot to me that you guys are joining me on this journey, and people from all over the world today, the UK, America. It's been fantastic. Shout outs go to Steve and Chris, Richard. Who else did we have on earlier? We had Ronald and bunch of people. So thank you very much. Really appreciate you. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit a subscribe onto my YouTube channel. Wrestling is awesome. We do a YouTube show and podcast, which is also available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, wherever you get your podcasts from. We are there. Wrestling is awesome. We do a weekly show. We got some top 10 lists where we've done top 10 entrances, top 10 finishing moves. Go make sure you check those out. If you want to be part of the show, drop me a message, DM me. Either on TikTok or any of my social media accounts. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, Like I say, TikTok, Wrestling is Awesome. We are everywhere. Make sure you head over to Wrestling is Awesome on TikTok. I post videos on there as well, info, news, and if I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll go live on TikTok as well and start maybe showing this stuff in the PLEs on TikTok as well. So look, thank you very much for everybody being with me tonight. I really appreciate you. And until next time, ladies and gents, peace out.